morning, Lori. Hi, Yvonne. Everybody ready? We're going to have some fun today. Great. Hi, Diane. Good to see you this morning. Thank you so much, you guys, for coming and being there so I have somebody to talk to. Okay, ready. Yes, it is better, although we still cannot see Cabbage Hill, which is about 20 miles from town, and we can see it. It's the Blue Mountains. But our weather, our air quality is like 58. It's a lot better. I was looking yesterday, and Prineville was 458 or something like that. But it's still smoky. We still have fires around us, but nothing local, thank goodness. So we're just waiting for Rebecca. Where's Rebecca? I haven't seen her come on. I'm sure she's coming. We'll get started here in maybe 30 seconds or so. Are there any fires close to you, Yvonne and Diane? Anything that affects your weather or your air quality? Sometimes it's just hard to get on. That's all there is to it. And I know I've had the same problem. Although I'm getting better. Technologically way better. So we'll wait just another little bit and see if she comes. And I don't know who else might be here. I hope there are other people. And if you are, heat. Oh, I guess you know that's part of living there, huh? We've had in the upper 90s, no, lower 90s, most last 3 weeks. Oh man, I bet it is. Oh, that Spokane area has just been hit terrible. And I think we get a little bit of that smoke down here because we're almost directly south of Spokane. So, well, Rebecca, where are you? I know, it's so sad. All those homes that were lost, and oh, it's just, I just feel for them. I remember 2 years ago when that fire started and we were getting, hi Beth, welcome. Good to see you on here. Oh yeah, I hope it does get better, man. You might be going through Pendleton. No, you'll probably go up I-5 and 84 up. But if you go, you're close to Pendleton when you go by this way. Unless you go up Seattle and across, or I don't know, but I don't know your route. Okay. So let's get started. I don't want to keep you too long. So, oh, you're flying. Oh, well, that's better yet. So last week we did this card, and this was a triple panel card. And I adhered the two sides. I cut them, but then I adhered them down. And I really like that. I think that was just absolutely, especially with this black and white. But this week we're going to use the triple panel card. Same thing, except these sides are bigger and they're not adhered down. And we put the sentiment on so that when you open it up, it comes up like that. And then you can open the center. Isn't that cool? So it's just a different idea for the same kind of card. And I just thought it would be fun to show you. And I kind of went crazy yesterday and I just kept making them because I kept finding pretty paper to use. But the paper we're going to use today is the product of the month. And I don't know if you're familiar with it, but I'll just tell you just in case. So when you place a $75 order, you can get the product of the month for $5. So it's a really good deal. And the paper this month, it's called Glow of Harvest. And I'm going to show you the paper because it's so beautiful. You get 2 sheets of each piece, and the sheets are, they shimmer. Oh, she can't get on. I wonder what's wrong. Oh, well, she can see it afterwards. Maybe she'll get it figured out. So, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a shimmer to it. It's like using the shimmer pins in the background. I mean, it is just gorgeous. And of course, it's got that August feel that, you know, it's coming. We'll be glad for it this year for sure. So here's one piece. And then there's 2 sheets of each, and they are not double-sided. They're single-sided, and they're more like a cardstock quality. They're not, they're heavy, not like the normal DSP. So every one of them has that kind of shimmer to it and shine. This one is what I used for the card, the sample card I made. And it has the leaves. There's 2 of these. And then this one is the pumpkins, and I am using this sheet today for the card I'm making. Isn't that beautiful? The pumpkins are so soft and lovely. And then here's some more with some berries. And this is the last sheet, and this is the Cajun Craze, early espresso, some golden glow in it. It's really, really, really beautiful paper. And $5, which would normally be, if it was it would be $17. So that's a pretty good deal. So this is the card we're making. Oh, finally. Oh, that's too bad. I'm sorry. Well, you're here now. So this is the card we're making. And when you open it up, and what you do is you put the sentiment on the front, and I'll show you how to do that. And then this opens up like that. This is such a fun card. I just had a great time yesterday making a ton of them. So this is the card we're making. I'll give you the measurements first, and then we'll go from there. So I'm starting with pecan pie, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and I'm going to cut it 1 1/2 from each side on the front panel. Okay, and then the mats for the front are in early espresso. And I have I actually have 3, but 2 for the front. And these are 4 1/8 by 1 3/8. So I've got 2 of those, plus 1 for the sentiment that will go on the front. So I have 3, 1 3/8 by 4 1/8 by 1 3/8. And then for the center panel, I have one that is 4 1/8 by 2 3/8. So that's the early espresso. And then the Glow of Harvest Specialty DSP that will be on the front. I have 2 pieces that are 4 by 1 1/4, and 1 piece that's 4 by 2 1/4. And then I did fussy cut some pumpkins that I'm going to use to decorate. And then for the inside, and this is the sentiment, I'm using thank yous. My husband's birthday he was 91 yesterday, and he asked me for thank you notes, and I had a hard time finding them. I don't know where they are. I have a ton of them, but I don't know where they are. So that's what I'm going to be making for a while, is thank you notes. So for the inside, I'm going to use Early Espresso 5 1/4 by 4, and then a piece that is 5 by 3 3/4. So I'm going to say thank you so very much, and then have the pumpkin there. I fussy cut that one. So that'll go on the inside. So let's get started. I'll show you how to cut it first. Oh, I'm sorry, Rebecca. That's so frustrating. So I'm going to cut this. Get that out of there. I'm going to cut this at 1 1/2. So 1 1/2 is right here, and I'm going to put it on the 1 1/2 inch mark, and then I'm going to cut from the top down to the score line. And you can see where the score line, you'll line up this line here, this mark here, this on the trimmer, you're going to line that up with the score line. So you just come down until you get right there. And it's not hard to do. And if you go over a little, it's not going to hurt anything. So, and then I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to cut from the top down to the score line. And that slit there will line up right at the score line. So then we're going to finish this well. And last week's, I adhered those pieces down. This week, we're not going to do that. So we're going to start by adding the Designer Series paper to the Early Espresso. So I've got the pumpkin. I don't want that there. I want that there. And I'm going to add seal to this, and it's just having a little tiny bit of a border. Can't really see that on the silicone mat, so I'll take that out. I use my silicone mat to keep the adhesive from getting on my glass mat, but sometimes it can't see it. So now I'm going to add that here. These are the two side pieces, and just add those there. And then we're going to add this here, and this is the center piece. So everything is just 1/8 smaller. So this will go right here. And then we will adhere these right here, and right here. So we'll adhere those down. This is a really quick card. I mean, once you get everything cut, it just goes together really fast. Yes, he did. Didn't I tell you? Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, he got it on Monday, I think it was. Thank you so much. We had a birthday celebration. Our little granddaughter turned 4 on Sunday. So we had a birthday celebration with her grandpa and Adeline. And she's 4 going on 18, I think. Smart little girl. And of course, she's the youngest of 5. So everything just comes osmosis. She is just amazing. So there's that. And then we'll do the inside. So we're going to adhere this piece right here. So this is basic white, 5 by 3 3/4, and Early Espresso. I decided to add the Early Espresso just because it would look good. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. That will go there, and then we'll put that on the inside. And the cards that I made, the extra cards I made, I'm giving you some sneak peeks of what's going to come in the new September catalog and the September catalog and the online exclusives. There's not too many online exclusives this time, but the catalog is really wonderful. And I sent them out to everyone. You should be getting them probably next week or the week following. Usually the 3rd. That wasn't dark enough, so I turned it over. 2 sides to every story, right? So this is going to go here. And now I'll show you how to align this so that you know where the adhesive goes, because we don't want to get it on the center part, just the 2 outside pieces. So if you turn it over, and you can kind of tell, eye it up, that it's about the same on each side. And then for this one, I'm going to use my multi-purpose glue, maybe just there, and I'm just going to add it. Come on. Oh dear. It's set for a while there. Now I got a nice puddle of it. So we're going to add this, right? I'm just going to add just a little bead each on each side. And then I'm going to turn it over. And again, I'm just going to eye it up and then let it sit for just a couple of seconds so that it gets the glue down. Then I fussy cut 2 of the small pumpkins, so I'm going to put the small pumpkins here. And I'm not a very good fussy cutter. I know Rebecca is excellent at it, and I'm ashamed of myself, but I don't have the patience for it. So I'm going to add those with Stampin' Dimensional. So we have some dimension. And then one of the new embellishments that is coming in the new catalog, and I will I'll show you here in a second. We just needed some other little things, so I used the gold. I used the gold Adhesive-Backed Dots. These are coming, will be available September 1st. And from the new catalog. And come on, get out of there. I'm going to add some of those because they just add that little special extra touch. I'm going to put, they're all the same size, they're all small. So I'm going to put 3 of those right there, just because I can, and they just give it that extra little oomph that makes it pretty. So there we go. So easy. And then when you open it up, and then underneath that is, so it's thank you so very much. So the sentiment that I used for this card is a new one coming up. It's a sneak peek. It's happiest birthday. And then it says, wishing you every good thing. And this is Tile Garden stamp set. That's coming September 1st. And then for this one, I wanted a little larger thank you, and I'm using the Lovely Arrangement stamp set. This is actually on the last chance list, but it's one I'm going to keep because I really like the font and the sentiments. So this is on the last chance, and of course it has dies that come with it. And I'm using that thank you and then so very much. So that's what I used for this card. So now I will share what else I made. And I made a lot of them, more than I usually do. So my sister asked me for anniversary cards. So I decided I needed more anniversary cards. So this is the first one I made, and this is using Everyday Essentials Designer Series paper. And this is one of the papers that is on sale. And it is supposed to come in on this week, and I haven't looked this morning to see if it's back. But this paper is, I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. So happy anniversary. May your day be filled with love and happiness, which is from Phrases and Frames. And I hope they keep that for a while. I love that stamp set. So that's one. And then here's the one we made today. And this one is it's also, the sentiment is phrases and frames, and the paper is paper medley, and it has that black and white, which also was from last week, that the dots are bigger. So happiest birthday wishes, and then that's stuck a little bit. Have a fabulous day. So that's number 2. And number 3 is the Violet Dreams, which to me is one of my favorites, all-time favorites. So it's also a happy anniversary from Phrases and Frames. So that's number 3. And then number 4 is the Bloom Boutique. And again, I made another happy. So I've got about 4 or 5 anniversary cards. Now I have enough to last me for a while. So happy anniversary. And I again use the little dots here. These are the antique pearls, and I colored them with Highland Heather blends so they would fit in. And this is the Radiant Sunshine and the Sunflower Fields Designer Series paper, which will again be available September 1st. It's another sneak peek. And I use Daffodil Delight. Happiest birthday wishes, wishing you so much happiness. That's a combination of sentiments. And then this is the same paper, but in a different, one of the different ones. So this one was really turned out pretty too, I think. And that was also using the Tile Garden Happiest Birthday. I got something on that. Oh, it's glue. So that's one. And then I had to make a Halloween one. So this is Frightfully Fun DSP and Oh My Fright designer stamp set. So I thought that turned out. Happy Halloween with the cobwebs and trick or treat. I know the sunflowers is gorgeous. This is another one of the, it's another sneak peek, and it's called Whispering Woods, and I use Dreamy Snowflake for the sentiment. So that's another one that's coming up. Hoping your season is filled with warmth and love. And I use Pretty Peacock, and this is the Designer Series paper, and there's a lot of different beautiful patterns. And this one, it's got the musical notes, and I love that kind of, it's called Yuletide Carols, the DSP. And then I use the Dreamy Snowflakes for the, again, for the sentiment. Sending joyful wishes for a happy winter and Merry Christmas. So that one. And then one last one, and this is a Christmas card. Sending warm wishes this Christmas, and a Stitch Season is the Designer Series paper, and Stitch Stockings is the stamp set. So I gave you quite a little bit of a sneak peek, which is fun. I like to share what we're getting, what we're coming up with. May all your days be merry and bright. Sending warm wishes this Christmas. So I hope you enjoyed those. Sorry, I got out of the frame. So these are the cards that I made, and I had fun making them, and quite a variety. I hope you enjoyed these, and I hope that if you make these cards or try this, I will have the measurements below. Yeah, I know, Rebecca. I did that for you. I know you like Halloween. So if you make any, come back and take a picture and show it to us. I love seeing it when you do something that I have made. That makes me so happy. That's why I'm here. So thank you, Yvonne. I appreciate it. She says great cards. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I made 11 plus the other one is 12. So I had fun yesterday. I just kept going to my paper and which one can I use next? So, but I did want to share some of the sneak peeks, and then some of the older ones that are gorgeous, and a lot of these. This one, I don't think Violet Dreams is on sale, but a lot of these are on sale. There's a sale that's 15% off certain cardstocks and certain designer series paper, not all of them, but certain ones, so you can go in, and I probably sent you a link so you can go in, or you can search for the sale, or just search for paper. If you do search for category and then paper and packaging, and it'll show you which one's sale will come up, and you get 15% off. And if you get enough, $75, you can get this, what we use today, for $5. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed these. I hope you'll try them. And if you do, please share. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Beth. I know, isn't that? I love fun fold cards. But these are really simple, because once you have the measurements down, and I will put the measurements below, plus I put this video, this Facebook Live, on YouTube, so you can always search for it there under Jan's Stamping Creations, all one word. And all of my videos of Facebook Lives go into videos and are on YouTube. So if there's something that you're missing, or something you want to look back on or get the measurements of, I have it on YouTube, and I have all of the measurements, all of the products used on there. So there's a lot of resources. Plus I put them on my blog, which is also janstampingcreations.com. So that's some sources. And if you have any questions, just leave a question underneath, and I will answer them. One thing about Facebook Lives, which I've said before, they're only on for 30 days. So once they're gone, they're gone. All the stuff is there, all the information, but you can't see the video unless you go to YouTube. So that's it. So I hope you all have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for coming. Bye.